Why Dreamforks is falling and can it ever recover? The primary catalyst for this meltdown was the catastrophic shift in the domestic lounge ecosystem during late 2025, when major partners like ICICI Bank and Axis Bank terminated specific high-volume programs. This was followed by a move from airport operators like Adani Airports to launch proprietary digital platforms, enabling banks to connect directly with loungers and eliminate the need for third-party aggregators. Consequently, Dreamforks faced an existential threat to its core domestic aviation business, which previously contributed nearly 90% of its total revenue, leading to a direct 35% revenue plunge in recent quarters. Financially, the company has entered a survival and pivot phase, with its operating profit margins (OPM) getting crushed from a healthy 14% to a precarious 5.8%. While management is aggressively diversifying into railway lounges through its 50.01% stake in 1011 Hospitality and expanding into golf and wellness services, these segments currently lack the scale to replace the massive hole left by the domestic lounge business. Institutional investors have reacted by dumping the stock, as evidenced by domestic mutual funds almost entirely exiting their holdings, leaving the stock in a persistent bearish grip with a market cap now near 500 crore rupees. As we look toward the Q3 FY26 results, expected to be announced in February 2026, the focus is on the rate of non-aviation stabilization and the integration of recent acquisitions like 8 Solutions in Dubai. Analysts have slashed target prices to 140 rupees, noting that while the stock is mathematically cheap at a PE of 8x, it remains a dangerous value trap until the pivot toward global markets and lifestyle services proves profitable. A true recovery for Dreamforks depends on whether its four-pillar strategy can regain the high-margin momentum it lost when the supply chain giants decided to cut out the middleman. Analysts remain split, while Motilal Oswal maintains a buy with a revised target of 140 rupees based on FY27 potential. The stock continues to trade at a record low PE of 7.9x, indicating that until revenue growth returns, it remains a high-risk contrarian play. Investors should watch for any commentary on subscription-based billing models, which could finally provide the revenue predictability the company lost when its domestic monopoly broke. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the subscribe button to join our community. We're on a mission to decode the best stocks in the market. Don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next one.